Dragon Ball Super episode 93 has arrived. You're the 10th warrior. Goku visits Frieza. Junin me no senshi wa ome da. Goku Frieza no moto he. In this episode, basically, Goku goes to hell to recruit Frieza. Kale Caulifla and Kale train and try to get Kale to turn into Super Saiyan. And we get a tiny snippet of Universe 4. So there's a little bit of action, a little bit of intrigue. So it starts off with basically the cliffhanger that we left off with last episode, with Goku telling everybody that we should recruit Frieza because he's super strong and we could just get him back for 24 hours with Baba's help. So everybody's super surprised about it. You know, Vegeta's kind of mad about it. And surprisingly, Krillin kind of says, okay, yeah, we could probably use him. The most interesting thing about this scene was probably when Vegeta opposes to the idea. Goku asks Whis if they could win the tournament without Frieza's help. And Whis says, well, it's hard to tell, you know, there's a stronger person than a god of destruction who is also stronger than Beerus. It was kind of funny how he says that, like so nonchalantly. And of course, Beerus gets upset at this and he's like, oh, it's just a stupid wrestling match. Or arm wrestling match. So that's very interesting, and it adds a little bit of mystery to the other universe. Like, is this a character that has been introduced yet, or is it not? We don't know. I'm thinking that it is not yet a character that we've been introduced yet. So anyway, yeah, Goku goes to King Yama, he meets with him, and he drives a car to visit Frieza in Frieza's hell. So between this, we cut to Universe 6, and them trying to turn Kale into a Super Saiyan. Caulifla's like super excited. She's an interesting character because she's either super excited and like cheerful, or she's super angry and yelling at Kabba, which is kind of a trope of this series, with the females getting all mad at the guys and yelling at them, and the guys like detracting because they're scared of the females. And I understand it's kind of a comedy thing, but I'm kind of over it. I've been over it since Chi-Chi, but it's definitely very common in anime, of course, and it's not a big deal at all, but she does do it a lot. And I did like the fact that Kale didn't turn instantly Super Saiyan like Caulifla basically did. So she failed at first, and then Kabba tries to insult her like he did with Caulifla, and it was really funny because he's like hesitant and he's like such a nice person that it's hard for him to insult somebody else. And this doesn't really insult her. Caulifla gets mad at him, of course, for insulting her. I mean, what does she expect? They're trying to get her to turn into a Super Saiyan. So this is an interesting kind of group dynamic, and I think it's actually kind of helping to build their team a little bit for when the tournament actually starts. They'll be this trio de Super Saiyans fighting against the Trio de Dangers or something, maybe. So we see Universe 4, and it's interesting to see all these other universes and their different kind of things. This universe is focusing on spying on other universes to get intel, so that's interesting. There wasn't really much more to that. So going back to the Kale fight, when she finally turns into Super Saiyan Broly. She doesn't do it by, you know, the insults or the focusing on her back so much. She does it when Caulifla and Kabba are kind of arguing and ignoring her. Like, they're giving each other all the attention, but Kale is not getting, like, they're leaving her out or something. She's getting all mad at Kabba, and then she starts crying a little bit and then transforms, which was kind of weird to me. I don't have a problem with people transforming fast anymore. I mean, I didn't even like the Goten Trunks Super Saiyan stuff. So at this point, it's not a difficult thing to do to turn into Super Saiyan. It's just not that special anymore. But I do think it's weird that she gets upset and then transforms. Like, has this happened before? Because she's obviously gotten upset in the past. How could she not? How could she go her whole life without being upset and crying over something, you know? But that's whatever. I don't have a problem with it, really. I just thought it was a little bit weird. Kabba goes Super Saiyan. They fight a little bit. He gets a hit on her. She hits him back, and I guess she hits him back into his base form, because the next time we see him, he's in his base form again. And then she fires this Broly blast. I'm going to call it a Broly blast because that's exactly what it looks like. That's what she looks like. That's basically what she is. Even down to the green hair, the green blasts, everything except for the boobs. So what finally kind of calms her down after all this rage and everything, Caulifla deflects the blast, and it looks like she has gone Super Saiyan 2, if only for this little bit of an instant, because we see her hair's changed a little bit, and of course the lightning. If it wasn't Super Saiyan 2, or if they were trying to not communicate that, then they shouldn't have animated the lightning. So they did animate the lightning. That tells me that she did, at least for that instant, go Super Saiyan 2. So I guess for the Tournament of Power, she should be able to go Super Saiyan 3, right? Since they're progressing so fast through these forms. Who knows, maybe it'll happen. So that was pretty cool. That was a pretty cool fight. I mean, we've seen it before in the Broly movies with overflowing power and stuff like that, and a rampaging Super Saiyan. So I don't really have much complaints about this. I mean, it was okay. It wasn't super exciting to me. I mean, we're still developing these characters, so I'm progressively liking the characters a little bit more, especially Caulifla with her excitement with the Super Saiyan stuff. I think that's funny, but I just don't like the fact that she gets angry every 2 seconds. So we go back to Goku and Frieza. Goku finally says, or has explained off screen to Frieza what's going on. Frieza's like, oh, well, I've got a proposition. And it's kind of weird because he turns into his golden form and he's like, I can still get stronger, you know, and he's appealing to Goku's, you know, Saiyan side. And Goku is fully aware that he's doing this, but still can't refuse Frieza's request to get the Dragon Balls to resurrect him, which is obvious thing to want as kind of a bargain to join the team. If I join the team, I gotta come back to life. And of course, Goku doesn't want to turn down another fight with Frieza, so he accepts. What an idiot. But I guess they could really use his help. So, and that brings me to the golden form when he transforms looks really bad. And so I'm thinking that if he uses his golden form when he's dead, you know, the 24-hour thing, will that lessen his time, kind of like the Super Saiyan 3 did to Goku? So, I mean, either way, he should last for the full 48-minute tournament, but I'm thinking that might be a little bit of a plot point, like he uses too much of his power and ends up disappearing back to hell, like right in the middle of the tournament or something. That'd be interesting. And also, Goku says that it'll take a while to get the Dragon Balls, and I'm like, why will it take long to get Dragon Balls? You've got it in, like, less than a day before. So I thought that was weird, but yeah, not a whole lot of plot progression in this episode. Basically, you know, it was just Goku recruiting Frieza and Kale turning Super Saiyan. That's about it. So I'm really looking forward to this arc really stepping up the pace. It's been so slow. There have been really cool moments here and there, a lot of missed opportunities, however, but for the most part, I've been enjoying it. I just wish that the pace would be a little bit quicker. But that's my thoughts as a whole. Subscribe to the channel and share the video if you liked it. I will see you later.